After a factory of sadness loss in the land in Cleveland last Sunday, the Ravens return home to face Sean Payton, rookie quarterback Bo Nix, and the upstart Denver Broncos, who are 5-3, like the Ravens, who are also 5-3, and begin a stretch of 2 games in 5 days. Sunday, hosting Denver at 1 p.m., then Thursday Night Football, divisional rival Cincinnati. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Zach Taylor coming into M&T Bank Stadium. God's favorite host, the Flex Zone Podcast. If you guys are new here, welcome. Make sure you guys stick that like button, leave us a like, and go ahead and sack that subscribe button. Sound off down below in the comment section. Let me know your prediction for the game, keys to the game, injury report. What do you think about Lamar not practicing? Don't worry, he'll be there. And what do you think about the Ravens overall? We got the Deontay Johnson trade, which I talked about this week. Videos linked down below. And as always, what do they do at the trade deadline this Tuesday? We'll talk about it right here on the Flex Zone. Only place giving you Ravens content how you want it, when you need it. Let's get to it. I don't want to waste too much of your time. We know the Ravens traded for Deontay Johnson this week. I said it was a B grade, boom or bust. I think it could be really, really helpful. And I think it could also be a situation where sometimes we may not even know there's brothers on the field. And that's just how the Ravens operate. It's more of a what they do as an offensive team now, because they're more of an offensive-led team. Todd Monk and Lamar Jackson. How does he play? How does he fit into the scheme? How does he learn the playbook? So on and so forth. Those are things we're going to talk about probably the rest of the season. 2 games, 5 days. He was traded this week. He has practiced all week. And am I expecting 20, 25 plays from him? I think that's a good number because they use him in special teams, I think. That would be great also. Deontay Johnson is here. He'll be wearing number 18. We saw him in practice this week. I think he'll play. I think he'll give us 20 to 25 snaps. I think he should. Now, who does he take snaps away from? That's the question. Aguilar, probably. Maybe some of the tight end stuff they do. We'll see. But Todd Monken is going to have to be the chef to prepare the food and cook the food along with Lamar Jackson, who serves the food by giving it out as a quarterback, to utilize the weapons on this offense. There's no more excuses. There's no more, we need a wide receiver. We need more speed. We need another weapon. You have plenty of it. You have receivers. You have tight ends. You have running backs. The offensive line has played a little bit better as of late. Last week was a little bit of a downer, but hey, Deontay Johnson, I said it could be a boom or bust. I think he's really going to try to show it against the AFC North next week, coming in Thursday against the Bengals, and in 2 weeks, which I think that game will be flexed against his former team, the Steelers, which he'll get to see twice. So that'll be something to look forward to as well. So Deontay Johnson, I'm excited that he's a Raven. You can't fault Eric DeCosta. He literally gave up nothing. Pretty much swapped picks to get a receiver. Deontay Johnson will be a free agent. We'll let the chips fall where they may after. But I think it's a welcome addition, and I think he will help nevertheless, and especially heading into the next phase of the season. Injury report, guys. Let's go to the injury report. Nate Wiggins and Marlon Humphrey look to be on track to play on Sunday. Love to see it. Looks like, though, Michael Pierce has been placed on IR, as you probably know. He'll miss at least 4 games, maybe more. Travis Jones is banged up as well, but we know, as mentioned, we'll have Marlon Humphrey and Nate Wiggins back, which is amazing. Denver side, pretty much healthy for the most part throughout. Not really too much to talk about. Obviously, Josh Reynolds was shot leaving the strip club a few weeks back. He's on IR, so he'll be out for a few weeks. But Denver, as I mentioned, 5-3, one of the surprises in the AFC. Bo Nix has done a wonderful job. And he's played a lot of football in college. So he's experienced, has one of the best play callers in the NFL in Sean Payton, and a defense that is very, very, very formidable. Bo Nix, 165 of 261, 1530, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Lamar Jackson, 158 of 236, 2,099 with 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You love to see those numbers. Javonte Williams, 90 carries, 345 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, Bo Derek, should probably get over 1,000 this week. 145 carries, 946 yards, 9 touchdowns. Cortland Sutton, my guy. I love Cortland Sutton. Out of SMU. SMU unranked, the number 20 in the country, by the way, in college football. 29 receptions, 377 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, 41 receptions, 572 yards, and 1 touchdown. Now, we know Harbaugh is a great coach when it comes to playing against rookie quarterbacks. He is 26-7 against rookie quarterbacks. 26-7. And you can say what you want about Harbaugh. I know a lot of people want him to go. I know people want him fired. I know people don't want him as the coach. But he's a good football coach. Hey, does he make questionable decisions? What coach doesn't? But when you put up numbers like that, 26-7 against rookies, I think they improved to 27-7 when I get to my preview and picks. But you got to give Harbaugh his credit. He does what he's supposed to against rookie quarterbacks. He wins. He does what he's supposed to. He wins, and you can't be mad at it. And I think that, like I said, I like the Ravens in this game. We'll get to the predictions in a second. I do want to get to my keys because last week they wet the bed on both sides of the ball. We know about the drops on both sides. We know about the penalties. We know about the lack of aggression on defense. Let's get to the keys. I don't want to waste too much time because I don't want to get pissed off thinking about last week too much. Start fast. You were embarrassed last week, offense. Got to start fast. You're at home. Weather will be beautiful. I think it's going to be 60 degrees damn near. Perfect day for football in November, early November. Start fast. You were embarrassed last week. Show some energy. Show some effort. Secondly, what I want to say is I have run the ball at them north and south. We know Denver has a really good defense, but they have the ability. They have a lot of speed, but you can run at them. Some smaller guys, Derrick Henry, 250 pounds. He needs more than 11 carries. Point blank period. I need at least around 20 for Derrick Henry. Run the ball at him, north and south. Don't be cute. Run it right at him. And don't take Lamar off the field. Stop doing that. Thirdly, use the screen game to combat the speed of the Broncos defense. We know they have a lot of speed, a lot of guys that can fly around. Very well-coached defense. Use the screen game, as I mention every week, and I'm going to keep mentioning it. The Ravens are one of the best screen teams in the NFL. Never thought I'd say that. Justice Hill, Zay Flowers, Bateman, maybe Deontay Johnson, likely Andrews. Let's use the screen game. Let's get it right. Come on. Let's use the screen game. Use the speed and aggressiveness against them. I mentioned it last week. Nextly, we have use your ability on offense to score at least 25 points. They're only giving up 15 points a game is Denver. So they're very stingy offensively. Don't give up a lot of touchdowns either. Now, they have played inferior competition. I believe the Saints, the Panthers last week. So this is the best team they'll play right now before they play the Chiefs, because they have the Chiefs and the Falcons after the Ravens. So the next 3 games are going to determine a lot for the Broncos. Are they going to be 5-6? Are they going to be 6-5? Are they going to be 7-4? This will determine their season, I think, the next 3 games. And they have a pretty interesting schedule against some really good teams. So we'll see. Lastly, on offense, on third down, you got to convert them. You were terrible last week on third down. Use your tight ends in the middle of the field as your advantage. Likely Andrews, maybe Deontay Johnson. Use them in the middle of the field. Use some slants. Use some screens. Use some ability, some seam runs. Attack them in the middle. I think they're weak in the middle when it comes to guarding tight ends. I think if you have a good tight end or somebody in the middle, you can really create options. Lamar, you got to make layups. Don't miss the throws this week. You're at home. Let's get it done. Defensively, keep Bo Nix in the pocket. We know Bo. Bo knows he can run. And Bo can run with the best of them. He is very athletic. Guys, if you're not familiar with Bo Nix, he can run the ball very well. Maybe even similar to like a Josh Allen type. He can move. He's very athletic. So keep Bo Nix in the pocket. Make him beat you from the pocket. You could probably force some mistakes. Secondly, keep Cortland Sutton under 100 yards. I'm not asking for much defense. Marlon, you'll be back. Nate, you'll be back. Hamilton's still there. We don't know what's going to happen with Marcus Williams. I'm guessing Eddie Jackson will play. What are we doing? Let's not let Cortland Sutton go off. If we got to double him. Make someone else beat you. Thirdly, make them one-dimensional. We mentioned it. They want to run the ball. They do like to run the ball instead of play action. Don't let Javonte Williams go off. Make them one-dimensional. You want Bo Nix throwing the ball 25, 30-plus times if possible. Lastly, no explosive plays. Explosive plays, 20 yards or more. I say 30 yards or more, really, but 20 yards or more are considered big explosive plays. Don't let Bo Nix run 20 yards. Don't let Javonte Williams get 20 yards. Don't let Troutman, the tight end, beat you down the seam. Don't let Sutton get a 15-yard pass and turn it into a gain of 40. You gotta not give up big plays. And lastly, on defense, third down, we know about the numbers, the historically bad defense on third down with the pass rush, the amount of time that guys have to throw. Get off the field. Be aggressive. When I used to play basketball, there was a cheerleading section. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. BEAGG. Where they spell it out. Be aggressive, damn it. Don't sit back there and be pussies. Go after it. Attack this rookie. Jane P, Zach, or whatever the hell y'all doing. Go after him. Harbaugh, go up to your D coordinator and say, we want to be aggressive. We want to push the issue. We want you to be the aggressive team. We want to throw various looks at Bo Nix, confuse him, throw different blitzes, throw different packages at him, throw different stunts and disguises. Confuse this brother. Special teams. I got to talk about special teams. I always like the special teams because we forget about it. No missed kicks. Justin Tucker, we thought you were back. And it's always to the left. To the left, to the left. Just don't miss any kicks this week. I think points are going to be at a premium. Don't miss any kicks. It's a 9. What is it? A 9? I didn't even go over the spread. Ravens are 9-point favorites right now. It's 8.5. 8.5 spread, so 9. 46.5 over under. And yeah, so I don't know if the Ravens are going to cover that. Last week I thought it was a lot. This week I think it's a lot. No missed kicks. And lastly, on special teams, no penalties on the returns. Now, I'd like to see maybe Deontay Johnson get back there, maybe Justice Hill, maybe both of them as a tandem. Collier, undrafted, not expecting much. And every time he seems to return the ball, it's a penalty or some sort of return where he should have just let the ball go in the end zone. Tylan Wallace with the punt return. Why are you catching the ball inside the 5 with a fair catch? If it's at the 20, you put your heels at the 20, let the ball bounce, okay? Nevertheless, I want to see maybe Deontay Johnson impact the game, special teams, Justice Hill. We got to switch things up. And Justin Tucker make your kicks. So let's go back over the keys. Offensively, start fast. You were embarrassed last week. Run the ball right at them, north and south. Secondly, thirdly, use a screen game to combat the Broncos' speed on defense. Fourthly, score at least 25 points. They only give up 15 a game. Next, convert on third down. Use your tight ends as an advantage. Defense, keep Bo Nix in the pocket. Nextly, keep Courtland Sutton under 100 yards. Make them one-dimensional. No explosive plays. And get off the field on third down. Be aggressive. Special teams, no missed kicks, and no penalties on returns. I did just get word as the recording of this video that Lamar Jackson is practicing today. So Lamar's at practice as the recording of this video is coming through the Flex Zone media desk. So Lamar will be at practice today. He's practicing. He's on track to play. I think it's nothing to see here. Please disperse. They got 2 games in 5 days. 2 physical defenses he's going to face. Cleveland this week. Cleveland last week. Broncos this week. Cincinnati's a divisional foe. They're going to be looking to fly around and save their season on Thursday. So, Lamar, you want your quarterback 1 healthy and good to go. As always, we got, like I said, the Ravens are 5-3. The Broncos are 5-3. This is a game that could be playoff implications. You could be looking at a tiebreaker situation. You want to win this game. You don't want to pussyfoot around. You don't want to play down to your competition, which the Ravens have done. Vegas, Cleveland, we can talk about it ad nauseum. The Colts of last year. Get it done. I don't have a lot to pontificate about. I don't have a lot to be overly analytical about. This is a game where you're going to have to, like I said last week, you're going to have to be the more physical team, the tougher team. You're going to have to put on your big boy pants, tighten your chin strap, and you're going to have to bring your lunch pail and clock in for 60 minutes of hard-fought football. Like I said, I think if you're the more physical team, you can win from the trenches. That'll be very, very important for this team. I like the Ravens in this game, 27-20 to get to 6-3. And the game on Thursday against Cincinnati, I was a little concerned with before the season. I'm still concerned with because if the Bengals win on Sunday against the Raiders, that makes that game a lot more interesting as well. But I do like the Ravens 27-20. I think they get over that 25-point threshold I put in my keys. I think the offense figures out this defense. Now, like I said, they could have a situation where they may have to adjust to this defense. I'm not going to lie. They are heavyweight. They are going to probably throw some haymakers, throw some jabs in there, some body blows because they're going to be aggressive, I think. They're going to bring some pressure. And I don't know who their defensive coordinator is. Let me find out because that will tell me a lot. Let me see because I just see it is. Oh, Vance Joseph. Yeah, former coach. I mean, he's a good D coordinator, I think. Underrated. And I think he's going to bring pressure. He's going to mix up his coverages, and he's going to play man-to-man defense. We know about Patrick Surtain. Avoid him at all costs. I mean, can anybody on the Ravens receiving corps win one-on-one against Patrick Surtain? You may avoid them, but I think you can take advantage of their other corners on the back end as well. But I like the Ravens 27-20 over the Broncos. Real quick, let's get into week 9. I am doing pretty well this year. I think like 140 picks right and some wrong. So we'll see what's going on with that. But let's get to week 9. I was already wrong with my first pick. I had the Texans winning. I should have picked the Jets. Something told me the Jets were going to win. But I had the Jets losing. I was wrong. But I have the Falcons over the Cowboys, Bills over the Dolphins, Bengals over the Raiders. I'm going with my upset of the week. I'm going with Cleveland and Jameis Winston to get another win. I think they remain hot. So I'm going with the Cleveland Browns over the Chargers. That's my upset pick of the week. If you want to sprinkle some money down on that, feel free. I think that's one of my plays I'm looking at. I like the Titans over the Patriots. I don't know if Drake May's playing, but I'm going with the Titans to get a win. Commanders over the Giants. Saints over the Panthers. The Panthers could win. I don't know. Ravens over the Broncos, as I mentioned. Eagles over the Jaguars. I'm going with the did I pick the Bears? I picked the Bears over the Cardinals. Bears got to win. I'm pulling with Detroit over Green Bay. Wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay won, though. Going with the Rams over the Seahawks. Vikings over the Colts. And Chiefs over the Buccaneers. Steelers and 49ers are both on buys. That's pretty much all I got, guys. I don't have a lot to pontificate about. I gave you the Deontay Johnson breakdown this week. I gave you guys the breakdown of what I saw. We got a lot of content on the channel. Big shout out to Hendo from the Rogue Pod. Joined us on Monday. We talked to him. So big shout out to Hendo. Check him out. I did a breakdown of the Deontay Johnson trade, the good, bad, the ugly. Gave you my grade. Broke down his numbers, his drops, what he could bring to this team. What Eric DeCosta gave up. Is he done yet? I don't think so. I think Sunday will tell us a lot. I think he will go out and make a defensive move. They got 2 games. That's another thing. They got 2 games in 5 days. If he does make a trade on Tuesday, will that be more of a move for the following week against Pittsburgh? Because if you trade for somebody on Tuesday, they're not playing on Thursday. I don't think so. I mean, they could, but it's going to be tough. But defensive guy may be a little easier than the offensive guy because we did see Roquan get traded, but that was a Monday night game. So we'll see. It could happen. And who knows? Depending on who it is, they could make a trade. They could make a trade Monday, but I could see it by Tuesday. We're on the trade now. So I said maybe they don't play till Pittsburgh if they make a trade, which is fine. That's cool. We got 10 days, a mini bye, time to relax, rejuvenate. I think that will give the Ravens the advantage against the Steelers, but we'll get to that and we'll see if that game is going to be flexed, which I think it will be. I mentioned the keys. I mentioned those things. Keep Bo Nix in the pocket. Don't let him go off. Don't let him run around like a madman. Keep cool and sudden contained. Start fast. Do what you do on offense. I like the Ravens, as I mentioned, 27-20. Of course, we'll be live Sunday afternoon, Ravens postgame show. Myself, our social media producer, Big Raj, he'll be at the game as well. Well, no, he won't be at the game, but he will be breaking down the game with me. He'll be on assignment, but we'll be talking about it. Him and D from Dotsport.net will be with us as well for the postgame show on Sunday night. Commanders fans, we haven't forgot about you. We got Commanders postgame show coming up each and every Sunday after the game. So check that out on the Flex Zone. Only place giving you sports how you want to when you need it. Ravens coverage, Commanders coverage, football coverage, NBA, MLB. I got some Orioles stuff I'm working on. Maryland basketball preview. Their season starts Monday. Flagship podcast Monday. Tomorrow we're live for Crown Jewel, WWE. And tonight for SmackDown, Friday night, the Bloodline reuniting. And we got the previews for all the matches for Crown Jewel as well. So if you don't love what we do here, you don't have a pulse. Because we are doing amazing work. We're supporting each other. We're supporting other content creators. Support us. Subscribe if you're new. Stick the like button. Sound off in the comment section. Leave your favorite emoji. If anything else, give me a prediction for the game. Keys, injury report. As I mentioned, Lamar Jackson back at practice. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Lamar Jackson, Action Jackson will be on the field, giving his all on Sunday as he always does. And we always give our all here on the Flex Zone podcast. I got the Ravens winning, getting to 6-3 over the Broncos. They fall to 5-4, but they're playing well. So there will be a team to contend with. Bo Nix, all the years in college, being which Sean Payton is paying off. Big shout out to him. And let's big shout out to you for watching this video if you made it this long. I'm going with the Ravens 27-20. And we'll be live for the Ravens postgame show Sunday afternoon. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great Purple Friday. I'll see you later. Peace.